SoundCloud music.
Back at it again for 142nd time. This is the place where nothing is safe, and this is episode 142 of the Jig Is Up podcast. You know me, I'm your host, yoitsmarco, and I'm with...
It's your guy, M-Eezi.
It's your girl, Miss Nessa, a.k.a. M-Eezi Mommy.
Well, it's just going to be the three of us. K-Mart is at work, and we don't have any special guests with us, so you stuck with us. But that's not a bad thing because we entertain you guys, right? I hope so. Well, anyway, how was your guys' weekend?
It was pretty eventful.
Yeah. I would say too. I was watching M-Eezi doing some yoga. Pause.
Did you go to?
Yeah, I went.
Yeah,
I pulled up.
He was hidden in the back.
Yeah, I was in the back just in case if I was like extra washed. I didn't want to be in the front like struggling and shit, looking like I got Parkinson's trying to hold the pose. Yeah, so. Yeah,
I originally wanted to go, but because I had something going on that day, which I'm not going to disclose yet, I thought I wasn't gonna be finished in time, and then I had to go to work at 12. So then the fact that it finished earlier, I was like, damn, I could have went. So that's why I had asked, like, is it like every Saturday? Saturday, right? Is it every Saturday that happens?
I think she does it twice a month or something like that.
I would suggest to get there like 15 minutes ahead because it was packing out.
Yeah.
It's free or what?
Yeah, it was free.
How was it? Like it was dope. Like,
yeah, it was some good work. I was sweating. I was like, maybe because it was like a lot of people in there, but still.
Yeah. Me and Dashe pulled up right before they started.
They actually waited for Dashe because she was the birthday girl. Mm-hmm. Shout outs to the birthday girl.
Oh, so you guys like know the people and stuff that were throwing it? Okay. Yeah. I thought it was just like an event. You're like, hey, let's all go.
It was an event. It was people, getting together, cracking jokes and all that stuff. It was
That's
a lot of
dope.
fun. It was a lot of fun, yeah. Man, so J. Cole, just to get a little warmed up, J. Cole's new single, Middle Child, it came out. J. Cole fan aficionado over here, the Dreamville Insider, Miss Nessa, aka M-Eezi Mommy. What are your thoughts?
I thought it was dope.
Thought it was dope.
Yes, but do you mind you guys answer really quick? I just need to finish this because I'm trying to secure this bag. And
okay. She's doing her taxes.
Sorry, guys, but I'm definitely gonna respond on that.
What do you think, M-Eezi? Have you heard it?
I've only heard a snippet.
You only heard a snippet?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, I haven't had the time to listen to it.
Honestly, man, like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like niggas try to blow shit up, make it bigger than what it really is. Like, he said, like, a Kanye sub, and everybody's like, oh, my God! Yeah. He's going after Ye! I'm just like, man, y'all Twitter niggas need to chill.
I hate the internet.
It wasn't like everybody, people showing those like little gifs, like, oh, it's flames, it's so hot. I'm like, look, man, the beat had a good loop, and J. Cole had a cool little cadence, and it was just like another single, to me. But niggas think it's like the second coming of fucking, I don't know, Kendrick's Control verse, and I'm just like, what? I mean, don't get me wrong. Cole is out there. He's one of the best. He's hip hop's elite. Mm-hmm. But like, I don't know, bro. Like, y'all niggas be just be like over hyping things sometimes, man.
Overhyping and reaching.
Oh, definitely reaching. Stretch Armstrong and Dawson all day with the reach. But I mean, I did like the song. I like how the song was meant to talk about him being the middle person between being the super, between the OGs like the Nas's and the Jay-Z's, and then like you got the little Pumps and the little, the Kodak Blacks and all of them on the other side. So he feels that he's in the middle. Yeah. But what was another thing? Your boy Tory Lanez wants smoke with all of Dreamville. He said he could take them all out.
JID alone.
Oh, JID's waiting.
JID alone would
JID's waiting in the wings like.
Yeah, JID alone would get him.
Yeah.
Because, like, Tory Lanez, dude, like, okay,
Tory Lanez,
I get it. When you went against Jordan Lucas, you showed him you can rap fast. Now, nigga, like, the whole dissing thing, like, everybody's not going to pay attention to the what happened after when Jordan Lucas talked to him, like,
he sunned you on fucking ZZ,
like,
the ZZ freestyle that people.
Like, he looks over that. Everybody else is looking over that too. I get it, but come on, man. You keep asking for some smoke, you gonna get some fire. Like, it's gonna happen, dude. You're not that much good of a rapper. Like,
stick to making love songs.
Yeah, dude. Stick to that shit.
And auto-tune. All right, let's see. Let me see this nigga J. Cole. Oh yeah, produced by T Minus. Shout outs to T Minus on the production. This dude, well, in the beginning, J. Cole sounded like he's a hood Santa Claus. It's like, I'm counting my bullets, I'm loading my clips, I'm writing down names, I'm making the list, I'm checking it twice, and I'm getting them a hit. The ruling been done, the wheels been lit. The game's been off balance, I'm back on my shit. The Bentleys are dirty. My sneakers are dirty. I was like, okay.
I think that's the little part of the snippet I heard.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, I don't know if J. Cole's going to come out with some, if that's a part of his Dreamville compilation rollout or...
I think so.
Yeah. I like the cover art. Mad simple.
Speaking of JID, how do you feel about him talking about, like, their comparison to TDE? Like, they're trying to, like...
Oh, he wants Dreamville to be the next TDE?
Not the next TD, but he wants them to be on that same level.
On that same level. They got lyrically they're there. They can do it, but do they have that presence? You know what I mean? That star power presence. And
they have a freaking cult following, like a motherfucker.
Yeah, they have a cult following, but like Kendrick is, Kendrick and Cole. I still put Kendrick just above Cole, just slightly a little bit, because Kendrick did some otherworldly shit. He made a whole album for Disney. He made Black Panther. People forget about that. He executively produced that album and made a fucking superhero franchise. Like, took it to a whole nother stratosphere since Prince did the fucking soundtrack for Batman 89. That's the one up I will say Kendrick will have over Drake and Cole right now.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you got Boss. And then you got JID. Who else was on the roster for Dreamville? Omen. Okay, now you look at TD. You got Isaiah Rashad. You got J-Rock. You got Ab-Soul. You got Schoolboy.
There's a few more people with Dreamville. Because I watched Hip Hop. I think Hip Hop DX. They did a comparison. Artist for artist.
Artist for artist. Okay.
Like, the levels. Like the top ones would be Kendrick and Cole, and then the next ones would be like Schoolboy and Boz. The way they did it, I guess it wasn't in a particular order, but they started from the faces and then down.
Let's see.
JID, J-Rock, I think Ab-Soul and Omen, and then Isaiah Rashad and another person.
And then you got Reason. Reason's the new cap for, he's a new cap for TDE.
Yeah. Sir's another one. But their roster is actually the same amount of people.
Okay, so according to They got SZA versus Ari Lennox.
Ari Lennox.
For ladies. Youngbloods, you got Cos versus Isaiah Rashad. Muscle, you got J-Rock. You got J-Rock versus Luke. For let's see.
Ooh, Money Trees.
So
that's my shit.
For profound ones, you got Absol versus Omen. This is like a fucking Marvel DC type of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, like when when fucking WCW, ECW invaded the WWE.
Yeah.
You know, like now you got like fucking like schoolboyhood. Schoolboy Q versus Boz. Damn, that's a good one. Shit. Let's see. J. Cole versus Kendrick Lamar, of course. But you know, I mean, it'll be good, man. And they still haven't. Yeah, man, it's tough. I mean, the last roster I thought that was, you know, pretty okay, but they didn't seem too unified was Maybach Music. They had Wale, they had Meek Mill, they had Pill.
Meek Millie.
Omarion.
Maybach.
And you know what? He was putting out some decent shit with them.
Hey man, Rick Ross got an ear, man. He got an ear.
I'm back, guys.
All right, you back. Okay, Dreamville Insider. What are your thoughts on it?
I just think it's dope because, you know, he's like about like storytelling and all that. And then, you know, with seeing Middle Child, I know some people, it might have went over their heads and they're probably thinking
those simpletons can't understand the complexity of J. Cole.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they go stick to the Lil Pumps.
So that's what you're saying, Nessa? They simpletons.
Yeah.
Hey.
Stay out of the. Don't listen.
Call a spade a spade.
Y'all didn't graduate out of college.
Because
I don't think you have to.
So like you were saying, like
Just
to piggyback off
get
what
through
you
high
were
school.
saying is so he basically feels like he's in the middle of the two generations of rap artists. And I don't know, it's cool because even though like he wasn't saying he's a step like the middle child, I'm just like, oh, I'm a middle child. Yeah, and I think we've talked about that before about like being
in his marketing he was showing pictures of people who are middle childs.
He had JF Kennedy on there, JFK, right?
Lisa Simpson, Britney Spears, like everybody who's like a middle child was like
so
it was cool little clever marketing right there, little guerrilla marketing, and
the beat was dope.
Yeah,
the beat was dope.
And you know, I appreciate the light skin unity. You know what I'm saying? Him and Drizzy Drake. You know, it's like, you're not gonna pit us together. They try to pit us together since 2009.
Yeah,
it's true, right? They try to pit them together,
pit
them against each other since 2009. And now look at them, 10-year challenge. They
10-year challenge.
They chilling. They got on a wraith. Drake picked them up from the airport. You know, all friendly, all ghost, no Casper. So, I mean, that was cool. But, I mean, to me, I think it's all right. I mean, I wasn't, like, blown away. But, hey, it's cool, you know?
It ain't for everybody.
It ain't for everybody.
And it never is. Like, you know what I mean? Just like,
I just like
Nas
I said,
and Jay-Z.
Like, I just hated how the internet just fucking just, like, oh, my God. I'm like, yo, chill the fuck out.
Well, I mean, but if you appreciate, you know, him as an artist, then it is like that. And the reason why I say that, because, like I know... I was listening to what you guys were talking about right now, but like I said, I was like trying to finish this up.
She's trying to secure the bag.
Yeah.
She's doing her taxes.
Yeah. So it's like, cause you know, and I've always said this about like Kendrick, like I'm not a fan, not that I dislike him, but it's just not, I don't know. I don't want to say I don't find it appealing, but he's a dope artist, but he's not one of my top artists. Mm-hmm. And I've always said that, just like with basketball. You know, with LeBron, I'm not a LeBron fan, but I respect him as
LeBron about to trade the whole fucking record for AD.
Yeah, because, like, you know, for me, quality of song for both of them, I'd put them up on the same level.
Mm-hmm. What about discography? Like, you put Friday Night Lights against Good Kid, Mad City.
Friday Night Lights wasn't his first album, but
it was a
mixtape.
Friday Night Lights wasn't his first album?
Nah.
Born Sinner was his first one? His first actual debut album?
Nah, Born Sinner was the second one. His first one was called, what's that shit called? Nessa, you know, right?
Hold on, let me do my Google.
Oh, damn. J. Cole fan couldn't even name it right off the bat. Oh man, we're gonna do our Googles real quick.
The warm up.
Oh,
The warm up. There you go.
The warm up.
Yeah, it became the album, right?
Oh, it became an album, so he busted out So Far Gone.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, but where is it? What is this called?
Oh, Cold World, the Sideline.
The Sideline Story. That was
Oh,
one
the
of my
Sideline
favorites.
Story.
That was his.
That's
That
his
was
first
his debut.
major debut
Yeah.
album. Okay, the Sideline Story versus Good Kid, Mad City.
You can say Good Kid was better. Now
To Pimp a Butterfly versus Born Sinner.
Oh, I know you're not.
I would put those on the same level.
Yeah.
What about Forest Hill Drive versus Dan?
Forest Hills Drive.
That's like my favorite
Yeah, I think
album.
I love
his.
Dan, but
Yeah,
Forest Hill Drive.
Like damn, is super ill, but for me, Forest Hills Drive did it for me.
Oh man.
But yeah, Born Center for me, Born Center and To Pimp a Butterfly, I love them both. But a lot of people was like, "Nigga, that was all right."
People were turned off. Like a lot of I'm gonna keep it funky. A lot of Kendrick's non-black fans were turned off by To Pimp a Butterfly.
Black fans too. My brother.
What?
Yeah, he was like, "Dude, that's just trash." I'm like, "What?"
You're like, damn, trash
We
though.
We want that Good Kid, Mad City vibe. I'm like, so he went a different direction sonically, which is still dope.
Yeah.
You have a problem with that because the message, like, yeah, niggas don't want to be depressed. That's what he said.
Niggas don't want to be.
I was like,
you know,
depressed,
a
nigga?
lot of
I'm
people
not
say
depressed.
that.
Like, what the fuck?
A lot of people say that about J. Cole's music because it's like they feel like he's feeding so much like knowledge. They're just like, I don't want to hear
And that's
that
why,
all the time.
and that's why
Same
you
thing for
got.
Nas.
That's why you got the little pumps and all of them with with the melodic type of rap, and it's just like, I just want to vibe, man. I just want to
You just
vibe.
want to vibe and repeat the same fucking lyric over and over.
I just want to vibe. I mean, it's something for everybody. But like I said, like for me, I just the internet niggas, y'all crack me up. But hey, that's just my opinion. Y'all don't have to hold to it. Y'all can say your opinion is trash, Marco. That's fine. That's my trash take of the week, I guess.
Section 80 in the warm up.
Woo! I'm going with Section 80. It's more original songs. Even though the warm up was dope and his fucking dead and his Dead President's freestyle was one of the hardest Dead President freestyles I've ever heard.
I'm sorry, man. That song Dreams.
Yeah.
That storytelling right there.
Oh yeah.
Crazy. And that's why I enjoy him so much, because like when I used to do music with Princess, we didn't label ourselves as rappers or female rappers or none of that. We label ourselves as lyrical storytellers, and that's what we do. We tell stories with our music. So I've always been a storytelling fan. So anyone that told stories, like that's why I love like Outkast. You know what I mean?
Well, they do say Section 80 has an Outkast feel. So like in certain songs and like his whole beginning part, even the skit.
Yeah.
Like it reminds you of the skit where they're sitting around a campfire. It's
Yeah.
like, if you be real
Fuck
still.
your ethnicity.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun.
Because Kendrick does some storytelling just his own way.
Dude, like even Overly Dedicated, one of my favorite songs from Overly Dedicated was Average Joe.
Mine was
And then Alien.
ROTC.
ROTC.
I used to listen to that shit all the time, man.
Think if we're really out here, my nigga.
Sometimes I want to say fuck rapping. I need money now. But yeah, that shit was tight.
Yeah. What's that? What's another thing? I like from Section 80, Cushion Corinthians, His Pain Part 1 with BJ Chicago Kid, and then they reunited on Pineapples Annihilators for His Pain Part 2. And I swear to God, they just need to do a collaborative album.
Like a best of both worlds.
I mean, a Watch the Throne, best of both worlds. I don't know. Like I'm telling you, like
I
there's
mean, because you got the R&B cat. And then you got the rappers,
there's certain artists that get together, and when they get together, they make some dope ass music. Like for the longest time, I've been advocating for Schoolboy Q and ASAP Rocky to work together more often.
Shit,
brand new
Tyler
guy
and ASAP Rocky. Tyler the Creator and ASAP, they'll do it too.
Yeah. So, yeah. But anyway, that was a little warm up. No pun intended. J. Cole.
I knew yo.
No, but
I knew your ass.
as far as a warm up having original songs. I think majority of it was original.
Yeah.
He just had certain songs that it was a freestyle here and there.
Yeah, he even rapped over.
Cause you have the Dollar in a Dream Part 2, or Part 1.
That's
I mean,
my shit.
yeah.
All right, so
Lights
man.
Please.
Oh,
That is my
Which is
shit
got
as
Jay.
well.
That was the track that got Jay-Z's attention.
Lights, please. Turn on the light.
And then I Get Up. That was my shit.
all right, man. Second, Nothing to Safe. I think I got another one for y'all. I don't know if y'all care for this one or not, but it does.
Wait, so that was the first one?
No, we were just warming up. We were just talking about J. Cole.
Then how come you said
Warm
the
up.
second?
I mean, the third. Sorry, the third. Because last week I did 2 Nothing to Saves.
Oh, got it. Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we'll get into it.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Who did it?
Nothing is safe. Okay, when people think of the state of Florida,
Here we go with this shit.
Right?
Florida, right? It's usually synonymous with nefarious acts. However, this one I found, I believe it had subjectively good intentions. Not all anti-heroes are angry white men who brandish their own form of vigilante justice. So, Jorge Portosierra, 50-year-old man, told the police that he wanted to barbecue all the child molesters and kill them. Portosierra stormed into a room at the Friendly Village Inn in Kissimmee, Florida. That's where a lot of people go when they go to see Disney World or some shit like that. I remember seeing an infomercial about that when I was a kid. And he was screaming, "I'm going to kill you, child molester." Witnesses told authorities he poured gasoline outside the motel and broke a window so that he could pour gasoline inside the room. Witnesses said another couple claims that he also smashed their car and poured gasoline all over it. He reportedly carried a lit cigarette while making these threats. What are your thoughts about this guy?
Get your facts correct. Get your facts right before you go and pour gasoline on people's shit.
And especially in the motel, like you're putting like a whole bunch of other lives in danger.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you got good intentions. Like you trying to get rid of the child molesters. I'm with you on that one, dog. I'm with you on that one. But you going out here trying to, barbecue people and like, what is that? Is that cannibalistic? Like, what are you gonna do? You were gonna eat them? You gonna eat the child molesters? You gonna put some mesquite barbecue sauce on them and shit like that?
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I get it. Like, I ain't fucking with them either, but that's like a bit extreme.
Well, it's Florida we're talking about. Nothing to say from Florida.
Shit, apparently not.
I don't know what is in the I don't know if the heat, the water, the Everglades or something like that, but whew, man. I mean, and shout outs to all of our listeners in Florida.
Yeah, we follow up with that.
By the way,
Shout outs to you guys.
Man, Florida crazy hell, but shout out to y'all out there that's listening to us. We appreciate every
Keep
last
listening
one of
to
you.
us because out here in the West we think y'all a little loony, but if you guys want to defend yourselves and let us know that maybe some transplants who come from other places and make Florida and create an influx of craziness, let us know, educate us, because what we're seeing in the media, it's making y'all look like y'all fucking crazy out there in the streets in Florida. Like, goddamn.
Right. Unless y'all just agree with us, they probably sit there listening like,
So, yeah.
it's crazy shit out here.
Yeah, it's crazy shit out here. Damn. But yeah, man. But that was my trash ass nothing to say. If you guys enjoy
Trash ass nothing to say. Question: the dude remember the dude that ate the homeless dude's face? Or was
on bath salts?
Oh,
was
yeah,
that
yeah.
where was that?
That was in Florida. Yeah.
Oh man,
That
look,
was-
man.
That was in Florida. Niggas getting their faces eaten and shit like it was Resident Evil 2.
Oh
Like,
my god.
like, come on, man. What's going on in this world?
Oh man,
And then he
I
ate
don't know.
his face. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know how that works, but Resident Evil 2 came out, guys, and I'm playing the shit out of that game right now.
I watched the movie. Both of them.
The movie, the playthrough.
I've watched the playthrough because I ain't got time to pick up the sticks. So
Everybody's given the same 24 hours a day.
Oh Lord.
Oh, what is this?
I'm saying, you say you ain't got the time. Everybody got time. It's just how you manage it.
Trust me, it's for the best of all of us. I don't pick up the sticks and play too much. Nigga, you ain't got the show notes ready. Oh shit, my bad.
Self-awareness.
This
big
nigga,
thing.
yeah, like this nigga, yeah, man. Nothing is safe in Florida, man. I hope everyone's just, being careful. Oh yeah, keep an eye on them child molesters. Get them out of the streets, but don't go trying to like fucking douse people with gasoline and shit. And innocent people out there who probably have no idea what that guy was talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe since now he's doing county, and then he could say like, "What are you in here for?" Like, I was trying to kill some child molesters. Like, well, there's a child molester right there. Go ahead, have at it.
Have at it.
Like, we'll set something up for you guys. Lock you in the shower with
make a cellmate. You know what I mean? Oh, dude, there was another one. I was about to make nothing to say, but I'll talk about it briefly. There was this incident that happened in a prison in Ohio. There were like 4 black men. They were playing spades on like a common area, but they were like handcuffed to the table.
What?
Yeah. There was like, it was 4 black men just mind their own business. They're handcuffed to the table because I guess it's like one of the rules in Ohio or whatnot. And the white dude who was sitting next to them just got up, pulled out a fucking shank, and just started stabbing all 4 of these dudes.
What the fuck?
And it was caught on camera, bro. And the like prison guards came all mad, laid them dudes were bleeding and shit. Like, they're still alive.
Yeah.
Like, the brothers still live, but the dude who was stabbing him, he's a lifer. And it was like, oh, I'm sorry, we can't really convict him, like, because he's already doing life. I'm like, just fucking give him the death penalty. Like, fuck you. Like, sometimes when people are lifers like that,
they don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck. So why don't you just
speed up the process?
Like,
That's
get these motherfuckers out of here.
Crazy.
Yo, so I saw that. I was like, yo, that's crazy. And then like, the people were like, we could have been there a little faster. I'm like, nah, I think that was a setup. Like, because how
it definitely was.
You know how prisons are, how racially divided it is. Like, come on.
It definitely was a setup.
Like, them dudes were handcuffed, and they're all like going around the table trying to get away from the dudes trying to shank them, but yeah, they couldn't defend themselves.
And then it's not fair, like, on the other side, where if I'm handcuffed and you shank me, and I come back and shank your ass, and my charges are different or whatever. Oh, and then next thing you know, I'm serving life now. I'll be fucking pissed off. Like, man, look, nah, lock me in a room with this nigga and just give me a fair one. No charges, nothing extra, none of that.
Like,
let me break his face in and I'll just walk out. I won't kill him, okay?
I won't kill him. I was like, man, I won't promise I won't kill him. Fuck that. That nigga try to take my life.
Right.
And be talking like Denzel Washington on fucking American Gangster. He try to take my life.
Oh, hey, look. I have other devious ways of doing things. Make sure he won't be able to use his hands anymore.
Just a quick observation. When I was watching American Gangster, I noticed that like Denzel's character playing as Frank Lucas, he always had to smack something off the table.
That's stupid.
Every time he gets pissed off, he will smack something off the table.
Or slam a head in the piano.
Oh yeah. He's like, man, you gotta dab on that shit. All right, man. So yeah, that was it for the Nothing is Safe, man. Was it last week? We had a chance to talk about what men want. What men want more. What men want more of women. I think that's the way I could phrase that. Or what guys want more of women. We y'all want to educate y'all of what y'all should do. I'm dying here.
Hello.
I'm dying here.
Y'all. It's all about y'all.
I'm dying here.
We asked men what they want women to do
more of. Got it.
Or stop doing, because apparently that's what I saw a lot of as well. But hey, it was their platform, so I allowed them to express however they wanted to.
Hey, fair game.
Okay,
On the other side too,
so this week, what are we doing, Nessa?
I don't get nothing going on. I don't get my little.
No, I'm prefacing your NSA.
Well,
he's going to play the music and all that stuff.
it's apparently supposed to be the women's turn, but we're gonna talk about that.
Supposed to be the women's turn
in a few seconds.
In a few seconds. Nessa out here multitasking. Well, anyway, we'll go ahead and get started with the NSA.
Damn, son, where do you find this? This the Jig Is Up podcast with Nessa's Service Nessa.
Chuckling.
I not cool. What's up, y'all? It's
Was
your
that
girl.
Tagalog or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's your girl, Miss Nessa, aka Blasian Mommy, with another. Oh shoot! I'm over here, like acting like I'm doing one of my vlogs. My bad.
No, that's okay. You know, put your vlog voice on if you have to.
Shout yourself out at the end. Promote your vlog.
Pipes by Vanessa. Go check that out, y'all. I'm starting to put more content on it. Yeah, definitely check that out. Oh my gosh, where do I begin, you guys? Okay, so back to what Marco was saying. So last week, I decided to do my NSA on a post that I came across on Facebook asking men only, what do you want women to do more of? Okay. So again, if you didn't hear this last time, definitely put a pause and go listen to episode 141, right? We on 142 now?
Yeah, this is episode 142.
Yeah. So definitely go check that out and then come back to this. But anywho, look.
We just got some late entries. Just not breaking news. You got late entries.
Look.
From Dashe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. So,
yeah.
which it's appreciated.
Yeah.
Much appreciated. So,
yeah. Shout
okay,
out to her.
so I decided to, because I saw that, I wasn't like, oh, let's flip it. I was just like, oh, let's continue with it. And then I decided, and if you listen to it, I did say last week that we were going to do a reversal and allow the ladies to represent. You know what I mean? So I went and I flipped it, and now I asked the ladies, what is it that you guys, want men to do more of or stop doing, apparently. You know what? I'm going to say this one time and one time only.
She going to say it one time on. Now we live on Instagram.
Dang, I look crazy right now. Just don't get my logo.
You're all right.
Don't get my logo, please.
You don't look crazy.
We'll cover your logos.
I'm trying. I forgot to grab my extra sweater.
Dashe said hi. She joined.
Hey, girl. You came just in the nick of time.
She came in the nick of time. Dashe, if you would like, go ahead and put your list on the live feed.
Yes, please.
So we can read them aloud.
Yes, please.
For someone
Hey,
to
babe.
take notes.
Hey, babe. All right, so ladies, as a woman, I'm kind of saddened that when given the opportunity to put our voices on the platform, y'all failed me. And I say this not to all
That was a rubber
women.
bullet.
So shout out to the women that did participate. But I was like, this shit had crickets. Like, my IG post had not one person respond. Let me take that back. It was one person, and it was a male. And the male had asked, do you mind if I repost this question? from this week and last week. So I was just like, yeah, go, please do, because I'm like, okay, maybe they're just getting warmed up. They're gonna check it out later. Nothing, right? So mind you, and I put it on all social media. So I put it on my Instagram. I put it on my Instagram story. I put it on my Facebook. Did I forget to put it on Snap? I don't know if I put it on my Snap, but I did.
Do people even fuck with Snap like that anymore?
I put the guy one on, the men one on there, and I did get responses for that. So, and then I also put it on the Jig Is Up podcast IG, right? So I'm just like, okay, and I'm checking. Mind you, I had a busy day yesterday, but every time I went back, I was like,
you want to cover your logo?
Okay. And then I have it on inside. Sorry, guys. Like, I came straight from work, and I totally didn't get a chance to grab another sweater, but it's okay. You guys can't see it. That's why I'm not like facing this way, because I don't want, y'all don't need to know my life like that. But anyway, yeah, so, but I'm not here to beat you guys up, because I love my girls, but I'm just really saddened, because I was like,
disappointed.
I was disappointed, because I was like, oh, the girl's about to kill it, and not on fuck these dudes, they need to do this and that. On these But it was just like, okay, like, when you read something, you think like, okay, there's gonna be a rebuttal. You know what I mean? And I was really excited. I was really hyped for it. So I was like, I'm not going to put any of my ideas down. This is for the ladies to do. And then I'll share my piece on the pod. It was so bad. Shout out to the 3 or 4 of you guys that actually responded on Facebook. Shout out to you ladies. It was to the point where I had to go to my group chat and was like, yo, question. Here's my question. Respond back to this, because I got to get back to it at the end of the I'm going to talk about it on the podcast at the end of the night. Then it got even worse. I was just like, I got to pull from all type of reinforcements. I went to work. I work with 99.9% nothing but women, right? And one male. So I was like, wrote the question down in my little planner right here. They made 2 pages. I didn't think it was gonna be that popping, but it was to the point. Shout out to my coworkers. It was to the point where I could have recorded a podcast right there, because the conversation was so dope. But I was like, yo, I gotta go. But it was just dope. It was to the point where they started even asking like other parents and stuff, like, hey, do you want to cook? I was just like, oh my gosh, okay, just don't say nothing. You know what I mean? But so shout out to everybody that participated. But women, if you please don't get upset with this list, and definitely don't get pissed if you listen to last week's episode and you hear all the guys saying what they need more of or what they want us to stop doing. If y'all had a platform too and you chose not to respond, okay?
Y'all complicit to the bullshit.
He said this, not me.
I said it.
But with that being said, let me go ahead.
Hold on. Let me interject. We were willing to listen to y'all, what y'all have to say, and y'all didn't respond.
Who is this?
I'm talking about women. Yeah, I could read the IG comments.
Okay.
Don't worry. But I'm just saying, well, ladies, we gave y'all the opportunity to go ahead, voice your opinion, and, the turnout wasn't the greatest. However, for the women who didn't want to participate, and y'all didn't want to get any knowledge or any gems from this, from last week, y'all staying complicit to the bullshit. I don't want to hear no complaints, because on this platform, we're all about communicating and learning from one another. All right. So
yeah, so it's not all based off our ideas. Like, we want to hear from y'all.
Yep.
To show we not biased. Like, it's about y'all. It's about the people.
The last thing we want to do is play the bias thing.
No. We want to call it split bias down the middle,
Yeah.
Call bullshit on both sides. That's how we roll down here. Yep.
Make sure you call in bullshit.
Make sure you call it bullshit.
Because I will respond with facts.
With facts.
Quick.
So be ready.
All right.
So let me go ahead and go down this list of the ladies.
Well, I know you have a longer list. I can
go off of
what I got from IG. Okay. From the poll questions on IG, I got pay attention to detail.
Mm-hmm.
And then another one said learn how to handle the truth about themselves.
Got him.
Okay. And then we just had a good lengthy one from Miss Dashe herself. So I'm gonna go ahead.
I read some of it,
and I'm just
should I read it?
Do you
Oh
want to
my
read
gosh.
it? You want to have the honors of reading the comments, sir?
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Good sir. Yeah, you go ahead.
I'll read it, but I'm not gonna promise that I won't respond.
You won't respond.
No no promises.
No promises.
Nuh-uh, because I read some of it. I was like, interesting.
All right.
There's some rebuttal that I have for that. Like,
Yeah.
like facts.
So someone has said, one of the guys had said they thought it was a dope thing that I was doing, but they couldn't respond with what they wanted to say because they didn't want the particular lady that they are involved with to get in her feelings. So I feel like some guys were like playing the fence. Were like, I don't want that. You know what I mean?
You know what? Hey.
They could have sent in DMs and secret messages.
Yeah,
you
they
know?
could have been anonymous with it.
You didn't have to put it on the
we
comments,
wouldn't
you
have
know.
to announce
But at
the
the same
name or nothing.
time, then he had to slide into DMs, and then you guys look, and then she could go through the phone, like, nigga, who you talking to? This other girl complaining about me. It's gonna cause some more problems, you know.
Hey,
So
it could be a whole situation.
you know, a whole new can of worms. You know what I mean? So I understand why they're a little, you know, gun shy.
So I'm gonna read this with the mentality of she's generally speaking. So,
Generally speaking,
yeah.
no.
But I have to give my own for myself. Responding. I'll wait till after I read everything though.
Okay.
So she said, I think 4 of them. A 5th one is directly to me though. The 5th one's directly
Shots
to me.
fired.
So the first one is leave ego, pride, cockiness, and the unnecessary macho man mentality behind. Replace all 3 with confidence, awareness.
Ooh,
because
baby,
it's
I
sexy.
like that. Okay. No, like the fact that like she was just like, instead of being like negative, like it was like,
well, because
you know what I mean? To
we're
uplift.
because she basically doing exactly what we're asking
Mm-hmm.
to tell guys what
Yeah.
women want from us. So
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, shout out to you for that, girl. She said, plus it's okay to be vulnerable or not always have it together. We got your back.
Agreed.
Number 2,
Babe.
stop acting like you know what you want to eat and blaming us women for not knowing, because 9 out of 10 times you don't decide either. Laugh my ass off.
This is
The
true.
laugh my ass off part is because
Uh-oh.
she know I'm gonna respond. I'll wait till after. Number 3, plan date night every once in a while.
Okay.
Number 4.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. Number 4, be more direct, or it says UNA, proud to say what you want.
Wait, what?
Say what you want. Mode 1.
Be direct and basically just say exactly what
Just
you
mode
want.
1.
She said number 5, drive, because right now she's driving. She's driving the whip. She's picking me up and stuff.
Oh.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, this is a little joke because I've been driving, so I'll say like I'll drive. Take so she don't have to be behind the wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I want to respond to number.
It messed.
number 2.
She said it messed up. What messed up?
Oh, probably
the
her
text.
typing.
Yeah.
She's like, no. What is it?
So let me repeat number 2. Stop acting like you know what you want to
That
eat
one's
and
funny
blaming
as
us
fuck.
women for not knowing, because 9 out of 10 times you don't
She
decide
said
either.
She said, I mean,
Nope,
when I
nope,
try-
nope, nope,
nope.
nope. Tell me after I respond. 'Cause for me specifically, I mean, I feel like most men know what they want, because we always talk about, we go down the list of stuff we want to go eat, and then y'all say no.
Not
Like-
all. Not all.
I said most. I didn't say all, but from most guys' standpoint, like we know what we trying to get, but we know you're not fucking with it. Like, you ask us what we want to eat, we know. We say something, you're gonna be like, nah, I don't want to go there because of this or this, and we'll do it anyway. I play, process of elimination sometimes, but she knows where I want to go every time. She knows what I'm gonna get every time. I've told her this numerous times. Taco shop, taco shop, taco shop.
So maybe
That's
she
like
doesn't
my
want
go-to every time.
So she maybe doesn't want to go to taco shop all the time, but she doesn't. She also doesn't really have a taste for something else, or not a taste. I don't want to say, but she doesn't have a specific taste for something else. But she knows she doesn't want taco shop.
That's where I come down to process of elimination. Nice little save, but not gonna work.
Hey, I got your back, girl.
Like, you know, like, and at the end of the day, it's us working together.
Yes,
us working together. We trying to figure out what we gonna eat.
Yes.
But I always say, cause she'll be like, "What do you want to eat?" I'm like, "You know what I want to eat. Do you want to go there?" Cause we do that first. We do that first. She's like, "Nah, I don't feel like I'm in the mood for that." I'm like, "All right, cool. Let's go over here. Let's try this. Let's get pho. Like that's our next thing. We'll go there or something like." So we working with each other. That's a part of the relationship. So. She knows what's up. But you niggas that don't have it figured out, hey, figure that shit out. Or be the one to take lead on it, trying to figure this shit out. Like, that's what they want from us.
Yes, please.
Because if you say, I don't know, what do you want?
Yes. And that's like the majority of the time what happens is that's the rebuttal, so to speak. So,
and if you're saying that to be nice, no. Just say what
because
you feel.
I think guys say that because they don't want to make the choice, and you end up hating it, and then it like fucks up the whole mood.
Yeah.
Like you take him to a restaurant. He takes you to a restaurant, and you're like, "Oh, this food is garbage. This sucks." And he just sitting there, just feeling mad.
Nah,
dumb.
if I were him, I said, "Beggars can't be choosers." I gave you the opportunity to speak. You said you didn't want it, or you didn't care. Don't do me like that.
Okay, take notes, fellas is watching. She said that if you pick the spot and she's trashing it, you tell her beggars can't be choosers.
Real, that's real shit.
Shut your ass up.
Yeah, no, I'm dead serious, and I say this because I'm
and
that. Okay. Now you taking it too far.
No, it's the Disney reference from Beauty and the Beast. The Beast was like, "Well, go ahead and starve." Facts, bro. Like,
so I say this because okay. So, for instance, my situation. When it's time when it boils down to that question, it's what do you want to eat? Always ask me first. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't care. Because honestly, for the most part, I really don't care. Anywhere we go to eat, I'm going to find something to eat. But I don't have a particular taste for anything at that moment. All I know is I'm hungry. If I don't want something, I'll say, I don't care where we go except for I don't want taco shop or something, for example. But other than that, I'm pretty much game to everything because we enjoy the same food. So I know it's never going to be an issue with whatever place he chooses. So it's not me trying to be difficult. It's just I literally don't have a taste for something. So when he's doing you pick, you need to go and pick because I always pick. Yeah, but every time you pick, I don't argue. I'm just like, all right, cool. Let's get this. Okay, I want this. I want that from this place. Like I always find something. So it's never an issue.
And then also you gotta understand
like,
that
if a
you're
nigga's still acting that way, and you already like, I'd be cool whatever we go to, then you need to tell him shut his ass up.
You gotta remember you're dealing with like two hungry people
Yeah.
too, who can't really rationalize their decision making right then and there. So it's kind of like a struggle. It is a struggle. You're dealing with two hungry people.
Yeah.
You get irritable. You get impatient, and then you get one party gets more annoyed than the other.
Yeah.
Like the guy may be really hungry. He's like, "Girl, what you want to eat?" "I don't know." He was like, "Well, damn, I know what I want to eat, but you don't want to eat that, so I gotta fucking hurry up and figure out what the fuck you want to eat."
So here's a solution, and this is something that we've done. It may work, it may not, but here's a suggestion. So what we'll do is he might say something like, okay, well, it's between A, B, and C. I already chose the 3 places. Now you choose one of those 3. And I'm just like, well, damn, he already narrowed it down. Like, I'm still cool. Nah. And I'm like, okay. So that to avoid the argument, I'll choose one of the 3. So if I don't want to do that, then I'll be the one that next time will be like, oh, it's going to be between A, B, and C. Now you choose. You know what I mean? Or sometimes we'll do, because I don't mind paying. So it's never like, oh, he always has to pay. So sometimes if I just want to cut the bullshit out, I'll just be like, you choose where we're going to go and I'll just pay. And he's just like, well, fuck. Well, in that case, you know what I mean? I'm like, but don't be trying to choose no fucking Ruth Chris or something because we just trying to get some lunch right now.
No, girl, I'm trying to go to.
Go to chow, girl.
Wait till restaurant week and then maybe I'll say yes.
Buca de Beppo. Trying to go to all that $50 plates, $100 plates.
But I that's a suggestion. You can try it. You know what I mean? If it don't work, I can't.
I'd also would say pick a restaurant where your favorite types of food are there.
Yes.
Where it's a broad selection.
Yes.
So then you guys can go to one place and y'all can get each of what y'all want.
Yeah, it's not catered to a specific type of.
Just try a whole new restaurant together.
But that
that's
I agree too. But then that's another thing because it's like, oh well, I don't know. There's all these new, you know what I mean? And then it like broadens it even more. And if you're already indecisive, now you got to choose a whole ass new restaurant.
Well, just
that brings the adventure.
I recommend restaurant roulette.
Yeah, you know what? I was gonna say that
You just pick a random ass restaurant.
Yeah,
and go.
like making a game out of it because then it's fun. And then it's like maybe you could even do 3 spins. Like if you don't like that first spin, spin it again. But on that third one, y'all have to eat at that place just to eliminate anything. You know what I mean? If you can't choose.
If you can't choose,
that's a suggestion.
Restaurant roulette. All right.
Oh yeah, that's what I call it. I don't know if it's a known thing, but yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
that's a good idea. Didn't you guys used to do something like? Didn't you like pick something out of a jar or something, or is that something?
Yeah, we tried that before. You know, we tried to. Yeah, we did have that little thing like date night.
Yeah.
You put it in a little jar, shake it up.
Oh, it was date night. It wasn't restaurant.
Yeah, it was like a date night thing. Yeah, you know, I wasn't used to doing all that corny shit, but you know, but it's good. It's good for you. You know what I mean? It's good.
Relationships. They're going to be corny at times.
Yeah, you're going to get corny. You're going to do a lot of gay shit with your girlfriend. But hey, it's all good.
Do a lot of gay shit with your girl. With your significant other.
All right. Okay, let's get to this list because there's a lot. But there's some of the stuff that was said was there was like repeating. So that means we have a lot of things in common. Like I said, like I really thought it was gonna be just like, oh, I don't know, okay, just this, okay, just that, but they went in. So like I said, I fucks with y'all ladies. I really fucks with y'all, and they was so passionate. Like I said, it became like a whole ass conversation. It could have really been a what you call a podcast in its own. And I was like, shit, I should have my phone. I have Anchor. I never use it. I might as well do a little podcast right now because the conversation was so dope. So anyways, let me go with this list. All right. Ladies, if you agree, share this shit. Share this shit. Listen to this shit. Share this shit. All that good stuff. Okay. So we have to be honest / transparent. Okay. That's what we want from you fellas. We want you guys. Someone said, wish to help out in the house. So want you to help out in the house. Like especially. Okay, so we had this conversation where it's one thing to be a housewife or whatever, living girlfriend or whatever the case may be. If you don't have a job, then it is expected for you to do more of the housework if he's the breadwinner and you ain't got nothing to do but to be at the house, right? But if you both have jobs and you both have a 9 to 5, then it should be shared. It should be a shared responsibility and not back in the 1500s where like, oh, the women do all the housework. And this was a conversation we had. Clean up after himself. Some guys be slobs. And so I see it. I agree. Number 1, communicate. Communicate. Communication is so key. I'm a firm believer of that. Someone put teamwork. Someone put listening, remembering important facts or dates, which I know it goes both ways, but I know some guys that it's not I don't want to say it's not important, but it's not as important as it is to some women. Let's see. Communicate their feelings. Don't hold that shit inside. Listen and understand. Understanding of our feelings, be honest, knows how to cook. That's a good one. Knows how to cook. Someone, yeah.
No, go ahead. Continue.
Okay. Okay. Someone said, They want them to be more funny, not like that, but have a sense of humor. Family man, romantic, adventurous. Someone wants the man to be their best friend. this my coworker's funny. She said, "Be real with what they want. Tell the truth. Learn how to be a friend to a fine ass woman." And someone put, "Amen." Someone said, "Learn how to play their cards right." And someone said, "No leading anyone on." This one's funny as fuck. Be real with themselves, even if they be real with themselves if they're on the down low.
Wait,
a minute.
Be real with yourself.
So,
If you're on the
down low.
Yes.
Oh,
So,
okay.
wow.
So, like,
Instead of just being on down low,
So
like
if
kind of like
you
owning.
playing both teams, you
Yeah.
download down like that.
Yeah.
okay, got
Make
it.
it known.
Like, yes,
But you know,
make it
like,
known.
but guys like that, you know, they're on the down low because you
Nobody
know
has to
how
know.
how women react to it. You know, sometimes
Mm-hmm.
women could be, I guess, quote unquote homophobe, like, "Ew, nigga, you been other niggas and shit. Ew, that's
Then
disgusting."
don't fuck with her.
Yeah, you know.
Then don't fuck with her.
Yeah.
Simple.
You
Say,
guys don't
say
need.
she's with the shits. You
You
know what I
niggas
mean?
don't need no Molly's in your life, man.
Aw, Molly.
Oh,
Insecure.
Molly slander. She was very insecure. She was like, "Man, what if that nigga get better head than me?" Damn.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So this list, they actually came up collectively. They was like going in. This is when it started getting real.
A little juicy.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
They said, "Be willing to talk about our problems, not just walk away. No double standards. Don't be a hypocrite. Be open. Don't run away from commitment. Don't disappear. Be happy. Think with the head on your shoulders, not the one between your legs." Be willing to compromise. Don't make everything only about sex. And then communication in bold letters, underline, exclamation point. Be positive. Be my friend before my boyfriend. And then the latest entry I got was, don't assume I'm gonna wait forever.
What?
She dropped it.
That I feel like that was a personal one.
Don't
I didn't
assume
write that, but I
I'm
seen
gonna
that and I
wait
was like,
forever.
I felt that.
That's why she dropped it.
Don't assume I'm gonna wait forever.
Yes.
You
You
don't
would
have to wait.
Of course not. But what they're trying to say is, if you guys are in a situationship and you guys get comfortable, don't assume that she's always going to be there. Because eventually if you don't make things like official, then she can move on. And sometimes I feel like some guys, they tend to hold on because of how long they wait, or just because the girl does a lot for them. They're just like, oh, she's always going to be there. She's always going to be there. Basically the placeholder. And all they were saying was, don't assume that it's going to be forever, that she's going to be there forever. So I thought that was fun. It was funny because I actually got a call to add this on to that. So I was like, okay. Marco came to the car. I was like, hold on, let me write this. So they just got to the gym and was like, oh, this popped in our head. Put this on. I was like, okay. So yeah, that was pretty much the list. I mean, I didn't really read the one from Facebook. Oh,
you
yeah.
want to pull up the one from Facebook?
Yeah. Let me put it in that because it was pretty short. There's one like 4.
Nam just said that he's only down low with his clone.
That's funny as hell. That's some shit that you said. I forgot what
No, it's not.
episode. Low key. I mean, well, not really.
No, he didn't
not
say
really.
that.
So
Marco didn't say that.
no. So
No, I did
so
not
correction.
say that. Correction, nigga. Hold on. Put the camera on me. Correction. But I said that I'm just crazy if I end up having a threesome with my clone.
Yeah.
You know, it was like all else goes because it's me. You know, I'm not gonna sit there like pinch my own nipples or some shit. During the
Or
threesome.
go sneak off and fuck yourself.
Yeah.
That's download right there.
Yeah, that's bad download. They're like, hey,
With
homie,
your clone.
hey dog, when you
Hey,
done,
what time you get off work today?
hey, when you done with her, let's you know,
Let's put her to sleep
let's have some male bonding experience, you know.
Male bonding
and see who can put who to sleep first.
Oh my god.
It's a race. It's a race.
That's crazy.
That
And
yeah.
then Dashe also put down being a friend while being a boyfriend.
Agreed. Because if you guys aren't friends and all you guys have is sex, then there's no substance, and it's y'all just fuck buddies. Might as well just be fuck buddies. Okay, so those that had mentioned on Facebook said tell the truth, period. Appreciate, vocalize, use their words. And then someone put a list and said buy flowers, actually call and hold a decent conversation. And then lastly, go on dates. Free dates are more appealing to me. Park, strolling through the city, etc.
Strolling through the city.
So it's not all about
It's not all about the money.
yeah.
Y'all sure?
That was some direct shit
Y'all
right
sure?
there.
You sure it ain't about the money?
I know you're not talking to me because
I'm just asking. I'm just
I think the ladies need some more self-awareness.
they need more
As well as the
self-awareness.
guys. They need, self-awareness.
I'm glad you said that.
Knowing
the guys.
knowing thyself. Well, I mean, I'm the only one saying that, you know. Women don't say that. But
They don't say what?
as well as the girls. They don't do that. They just get on guys.
All women? You said the women. That's a bold statement.
Yeah, it's a bold statement.
We like bold statements here in the Jig Is Up
Yeah.
podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm not gonna change it.
Okay. Coming from the guy that okay, no, I'm
Coming from the guy.
guy.
Whoa! What are you holding back? You sound like you pulling
No, it's all
punches.
good. That's his opinion, so I'm gonna let him ride. I'm not. There's no point in trying to argue with it.
Because I didn't say all. And because I didn't say some, she has an issue with it. I just said the women.
That's generalizing all the
Your
women.
interpretation. Your interpretation, not mine. That's your interpretation.
Okay, I'm gonna let him be great.
Dashe says, "Say it, Nessa."
Yeah, say it.
Coming from the dude that when I say men, and we had this conversation a couple weeks ago, maybe even last weekend.
Yeah.
When Vanessa says men,
Yep.
you get upset and you no.
I get upset?
You say yeah.
I say something, but I'm not upset from it, but I do say something.
You do.
I'm agreeing with you.
You say that I have to be specific and be like some men.
Uh-huh.
Unless I'm talking about all men, which I don't. And I never really say all men. I always say some men, most men. So by you saying that, you're saying all women. Because that's the same thing. When I say all men, or excuse me, when I say men, no. When I say men, he's implying that I say all men. Man, go back. I can't even.
She just said I didn't
You know
say
what?
it.
Next time I'm gonna keep track. Every time that this comes up in any type of episode, I'm like, okay, episode 52, episode 173, so I can reference back, because I promise you, we always have this conversation. So I always have to okay, some, most. Because I can't generalize everybody, and that's what you're doing right now. But it's
I'm
okay.
generalizing everybody.
Yes.
No, I'm not. Look, point at the camera. I'm not generalizing everybody. So y'all can take what I said and just put some
You generalizing all the women, not everybody.
I'm
all
not
the women.
generalizing all the women. Does that answer your question? Because that's what you're saying. I am, and I'm telling you right now to your face, right back to you. I haven't denied it or changed it up. Nothing. I said I'm not generalizing them.
So when you say women, that's as a whole.
I said the women. So I'm basically particularly talking about the certain women that move like that or talk like that, whatever I'm talking about. I said the women. That's me being specific. You know, you want me to change it up, I'll change it up, but that was my interpretation. It wasn't what you're thinking.
Okay, so what did you say? What was the original statement?
I said the women.
That's 2 words. I'm talking about the whole statement. Because you're saying you're being specific about the women that did what? Run that shit back.
Dog, you know she had to draw 4 on you.
So you agree? You think this is a draw for you? You think this is really working?
But the way she's let me get close to the mic. I'm holding the camera. I'm saying as like she is basically calling you out on the stuff what you just said, and if you can't remember it, she's gonna say that you're arguing.
Yeah. So since I have to say it exactly word for word,
yeah,
I'm losing
verbatim
in this whole thing. Since I don't have it verbatim, because I don't think that's really important. Because the main thing was that I said the women, and I explained that.
I see what you're saying. You're saying the women as in the context of what the subject we're talking about.
Yeah, I'm just
right?
explaining what she got on me about.
And she interpreted.
Now she wants the
I
whole.
believe you interpreted it as that you were just talking about just women in general.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Correct.
So
yeah.
that's where the things got lost in translation.
Yes.
It's just the fact that in the context of what you were talking about the women that we are talking about as far as communicating and knowing what they want from us as men. And, you felt that it just it was just widespread to all women. Okay, so that's it. Okay.
And I told her, hey.
There you go. Lost in translation. But now, I think you guys are coming where you're coming from.
I explained my side to her right now. I don't know. Hey, I told her it wasn't to every single woman in the world, but.
Okay, but you go, I'm not going to change it. And then you go.
No, I don't have to change what I said. But
that's changing it.
No, that's explaining what I said and how it was meant from me. That's not changing it. I did say I will change it if you want me to, if it's really that serious, but.
I want you to say it as you meant it. That's what.
Okay. For people that's watching, did I not explain to her what I meant by saying the women? Did I not say what I meant?
The women what? You still not finishing. I'm waiting.
You're playing games right now.
I'm not playing games. I'm honestly asking.
Because I told you what I meant by saying the women.
Okay, but the women what?
I don't know verbatim what I said word for word. I just know that you got on me for saying the women this and this and this. So I just explained to you what I meant. Why is that? Why does that have to why is that the win or lose? Like, you don't even know what you said verbatim back then. You tried to explain it right now. Now you got to go back and listen to it.
No.
You just said that right now.
No, I said I can't go back to which episodes it was said on, so they can go
do
back
it
and say
write it down.
Yeah, from now on I am.
She's saying that's in future reference.
Yeah, for future reference, so I don't have to go back to that. I'm like, I already have chapter 3 episode. That's what I'm saying.
She's getting her draw 4 ready.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying from last week. That she's gonna get all her facts right. She's gonna get her emotions intact before she could think logically, which we did ask women to do. And then she was like, I don't see no possible way to end this out because I'm gonna be right. She's basically doing what I basically talked about last week. She's about to do it from here on out.
What am I about to do?
You're about to get the draw 4 ready. You're like, yo, when it comes to stuff, you're gonna document it. You're gonna have it ready. And
because you don't want to, because it doesn't make sense. Because then this makes no sense.
Yeah, it makes no sense because you be like, well, you know what you said in episode 52, you know, and then it was like, well, what did I say? And then you be
exactly, and it's just gonna be going back and forth. So I'm like, okay, so to eliminate that, let me go ahead and do that. So when I do fact check, I'm not having to rethink which episode was said.
Or maybe you should just hire an intern.
In fact. This is
or maybe we should.
Okay, since we doing that, since we doing that, I grew up on.
Or maybe the Jig Is Up should have an intern. Anybody want an intern for us?
Help
us out, please. Anybody? Young, hungry, strapping people who want to get into the podcast game? Hit us up.
Young, strapping people.
Oh! Nam say he wants to be. You want to be a long distance?
I fucks with you, Nam.
Intern. That'd be tight.
Shit, and he could be with the homework he did. Shit. Listening to all them episodes. How you listen to damn near 200 episodes? Like, that's what's up.
That
much
shit wants to know
appreciated.
what else was cracking on the list.
That was I read everything on the list.
That's pretty much everything.
Nobody else responded.
No one else responded. You know, shout outs to Dashe, shout outs to all the other women who contributed.
Yes.
Because we want better relationships out here in the streets.
And honestly, that's the purpose of this. It wasn't like no bagging contest. At least I don't think. You know what I mean? But it's good to have conversations like these. So the conversation I was having at work was, Okay, so the first one was be honest. Then my male coworker said, "Do you really want us to be honest?" And he said it just like that. And my female coworker was like, "Well," and she had to think about it. I said no. So I responded and I said
want
yes.
the smoke. I
be
want the
honest.
honesty smoke.
So he brought it to like, if I dated 20 girls and all 20 of those girls were the same, like they said they wanted me to be honest and I'm honest, and they always, they get upset and fuck you, fuck this, blah blah blah, and then the girl number 21 says the same thing. And I'm supposed to automatically be like, no, this is the one. She's different. And I said, but that's why you have to learn your partner. So if she's constantly like, keep it real with me, or ask you a question and you ask just like that, do you really want me to be honest? And if she says, yes, I want you to be honest, and you be honest, and she gets upset, then you can get on her and say, don't fucking ask me. Okay, don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that.
No. We like that energy. Yeah, we like that energy. Yeah.
Well, no, because I don't think the man should be like, not, man or woman should be coming at
with the two fingers, like,
but I know.
I mean, that's
but I know. But I know how
frustrating.
Exactly. I know that it's frustrating. So it's like, don't ask me to be honest. And when I ask you, do you really want me to be honest? And I be honest, it's okay to be upset. So you have to be okay with being upset, but don't be upset at him for telling the truth, because that's what you asked for.
Yep.
You can be upset with what they're saying, but don't be upset at them for what you asked for.
Gotcha. We got 2 questions.
Yes.
One from Dashe.
Okay.
She asked you, Nessa.
Yes.
What do you relate to most from the list? I think the one that you just dropped the book on will answer the question.
Don't assume I'm gonna wait forever, and communication. But communication is number one. I've always said that. Both towards men and women.
On both sides.
Communication is freaking key in business, in friendship, just in life. Period. So communication is key, and then that second one, because that hits a little close to home.
It tugged the heartstrings a little bit.
Yes.
And
there's a few, but those are my 2.
And then Nam hit us with a question.
And be honest, of course. Be honest.
Nam hit us with what is your worst flaw or downfall in a relationship?
This is for everybody?
I think it's for everybody.
Repeat that, please.
What is your worst flaw or downfall in a relationship? Any takers?
Like, is that like what we personally feel, or the actual thing that happened?
I think this is a self-actualization. Then drink some water. What is your worst flaw or downfall in a relationship? All right. So
you got it? Because I was
like, I'm going to do a little soul searching on this one.
If I'm going
to
touch that shit.
Fuck it. I'll be honest.
Go ahead, bro.
All right. This is a
deep question.
My thing is, my worst flaw or my downfall in a relationship is not knowing the impact that I have on my partner, because I don't realize I have that value within myself. So, if my partner is like, "Oh, I'm so happy to see you. I'm so this and so that. I can't wait to see you. I want to see you all the time. Be around you." But at the same time, I'm not happy about myself, or I'm not happy about the situation I'm in, and I feel that like I'm not good enough for myself, that's going to affect my relationship. So if I feel like I can't even stand to be around other people because I can't stand myself, how is that going to affect the person who absolutely adores me? It's going to make me feel like that I don't love her. So I think also just being too hard on myself and being hypercritical of myself is my downfall in the relationship, because I feel sometimes I don't hold any value or have anything to offer to a relationship. So sometimes I feel like I get into a relationship by blind luck, which is not the truth, you know, but that's how I feel. And sometimes that's one of the things that I have to work on in order for my relationship to be more successful. So there is my point. I don't know if anyone else wants to share.
You got something?
That's it.
Do you got something?
No, not yet.
You over there cracking up?
I'm trying to figure it out right now.
I guess for me, what I would say. So read it one more time so I can say it in the right way. For
the third time, woman. I'm just joking. What is your worst flaw or downfall in a relationship?
I would say that I put him before my, and when I say him, I'm speaking in general in all of my relationships and situationships that I've been in. I always hold the guy up so high that I tend to put myself on the back burner. For instance, the other night, I was tired as fuck. Got digged down so good. Friday. Saturday, I was tired as fuck just with everything that I did that day and because of the night before. And when he reached out to me because he wanted some, and I was just like, I really don't want to. And I've never not wanted to give him sex. But I was so tired, but I'm like, okay, well, if I say no, is he gonna just like not want to fuck with me no more? You know what I mean? Like, cause you know what I mean? Because I feel like I spoiled him. So it's like now it's like kind of like I'm so deep in the game now that I'm willing to sacrifice and put my feelings aside and my tiredness in the back burner just to make sure that I please him because I'm a people pleaser. So I guess you would say just being a people pleaser. I need to stop doing that because I need to really put myself first. But it's not necessarily a flaw, but something that
it could be to your detriment.
Yeah,
because it stresses yourself out, and then you have to worry about what. Oh my God, I said no. How she's gonna feel about it?
Yes, and I do that a lot, not just in relationships, but even like with friendships. Sometimes I'm just like, oh, okay, well I have to say yes. If I don't, what's gonna be the outcome? Yeah, and then that's pretty much my thing. Yeah. My biggest downfall. I need to put myself first. And
put yourself first?
Yeah.
Nam just said that his downfall would be loving hard and fast, being too nice. See what happened, Nam? Have you seen Jaheim, how he looks?
Lately?
Yeah, his 10-year challenge. The man's a wreck.
Oh, shit.
That's what happens when you put that woman first.
I knew you was going to say some stupid shit like that. Stupid. So stupid.
That's when you put the wrong woman first.
Exactly. You got to be specific when you say shit like this. Nah, real shit.
She just got done getting on me about being specific. After giving me props for being specific.
No, I'm giving you props right now.
No, I'm talking about before. Like I was being specific. Then I said something that wasn't specific.
You wasn't being specific. Right now, you being specific.
Draw 4. So before you got on me about saying the women,
yes.
What was I talking about?
You were being general.
I mentioned women and men too in a comment that I made.
Not that comment.
And you gave me, hey, we're not talking about that specific. We talking about
that's
you giving me props.
Said.
We talking about you giving me props and then getting on me right after I say the next thing I said. That's what I was talking about. But what I want to say is, for me, same thing. I feel like I'm too nice. I feel like I put people in front of me. You know, like do more for them than for myself, and find myself upset at the end because it would be in a situation where I don't get that same thing back.
Yes. Yes, I agree.
Yeah, where like, okay, well, you find out like, well, you shouldn't really be mad at that person. They're just doing for them where you should do for you.
Exactly.
And one more thing, pride, man.
Pride.
Oh, yeah,
pride for motherfucking, man.
Pride is a motherfucker. That is true. One of the 7 deadly sins, pride.
So to piggyback off of what he said, it's to the point where like I know who I am and what I like to do, and I don't. It's weird because it's like I don't do things so that I can get it in return. But when there's a situation where it would be returned and it doesn't get returned, it's like when your partner says, "Oh, well, it's not a big deal." It's like but it's a big deal to you. It's like they're dismissing your feelings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when I try to explain that, he's just like, "No, we just think differently." You know, we can agree to disagree. I agree that we think differently, but if I'm telling you this, like if you ask me what's wrong, and this should be added to the list.
Here we go.
If you ask me what's wrong, and I tell you, because most of the time, and I'm guilty of it, I admit it. Most of the time, if you ask a woman what is wrong, they'll either say nothing.
I'm fine.
I'm fine.
Or they
I'm
just
good.
don't
I'm
worry about
okay.
it, or-
All of this stuff. We good. We cool. A week later, I think it's funny that, and this is going back to what one of the guys said. So it's funny because I was just like, okay, I've been in a situation like that before, but I explained why. I personally, I can't really speak for other women, but I explained why I've done it. But back to this. If you ask me what's wrong, and then I tell you, this is what's wrong, X, Y, and Z, and then you sit here and say, well, it wasn't a big deal. Obviously, it's a big deal to me if I felt so strong about it to the point where I'm either in my feelings, I'm crying, I'm going through whatever I'm going through, and the fact that you noticed it enough to ask me, then it was a big deal. So when you say, oh, well, it wasn't a big deal because it wasn't a big deal to you, that's you're dismissing my feelings. So don't ask. So I can't, in that sense, I would say, well, then don't ask me, because it's just, I feel like it's you guys get what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah. Crystal
That's
clear.
a big thing. That's a big thing for me too. I hate when people are dismissive about shit.
Yes.
Because of their personal opinion on it.
Mm-hmm.
When you're telling them something that's bothering you, just because it doesn't bother them,
Yes.
they're like, oh man, you just tripping, or you just need, this and that. It's like,
No, I'm
what?
not tripping.
Now, if you never asked me what was wrong with me, and I was like, oh, well, I think it's funny that da-da-da and da-da-da-da. Well, bitch, I didn't ask your ass. Like, then it's like, I really can't get mad. Like, I mean, I'm going to get mad, but I can't get mad because you didn't ask me. But this is going towards those that do ask, what's going on, babe? What's going on? And then you tell them. And
they
then
use it, or they use it, because I know niggas do that as a decoy just to diffuse all the tension. Like, anything's wrong? She says no. And then he'll go around like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Back to what I'm back on my bullshit.
And then that's when the girl gets mad.
And the girl gets mad, and the nigga gets
Because
mad.
it's
It's like,
like,
why do you hit me all of a sudden when I asked you what's wrong?
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean.
But then it's
it comes down to communication.
Exactly.
The foundation of that
it comes right
down
back to it.
Communication.
Yep.
Yeah, because honestly, even if you ask or not, if somebody coming to you, your significant other, if they come to you with an issue, they got, hey, don't be doing all that dismissive shit. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care if you ask, if I ask you or not. Like, if you come to me with this, I'm gonna be as understanding as I can without being dismissive about it.
Yeah.
And I'd expect the same the other way around.
Yes. Even if you don't understand, help me understand. Help me understand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, if you don't find a solution to the issue, then it's gonna be a reoccurring thing, and it's gonna reach you one way or the other, and it's gonna be something that may be a little thing, but it's gonna blow up because you never resolved the first issue in the first place. So it comes disguised in other different situations. So you gotta really sit down and talk, and not be like, okay, let's just get this over with. Or like you're saying, as a man, sometimes you say you ask to diffuse the situation. If you really don't care about if you really don't care about trying to fix it, then don't even ask that, because that's implying that you do kind of want to listen, you do kind of want to make it work. But if that's not what you're trying to do, you just want her to shut the fuck up to show that you care, don't do that shit. Don't fucking do that shit.
Don't do it.
Don't
Damn
do
it.
She
it.
said, don't fucking do that
Don't
shit.
fucking do
that
it.
shit, dude.
All right, so you want to put a button on this one, because I do have a fun topic that could spin off of this
Yeah,
one.
definitely. With this,
Okay.
I think we good.
You
Guys.
good?
Ladies, next. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Guys, listen to what they talking about. Take in the information they've given us
Yes.
and apply it. And then if they try to talk that shit later, draw 4.
All right,
I'm gonna hit you with that
So
plus
make sure
two
you
skip.
Make sure you apply it. Make sure you
Reverse.
apply it.
So
Word for word.
For the people who are listening, since we're talking about relationship stuff and friendships, I do want to offer a question about the homie code. I think this is a lost thing in today's generation, is the homie code. And for those who don't know the homie code, usually it's just about, being courteous to your homie about maybe his ex or a girl he's been involved with, or just, having those boundaries about your homie, and, maybe your homie smashed a couple of girls, and what is fair game and what is not fair game when it comes to the homie code.
Is it specific?
Or the girl code. It's the code, your friend code, pretty much. Any takes on that? What do you think is fair game and what is not fair game when it comes to that? Because I'll paint a picture.
Yes, please.
I'll paint a picture. And there's a situation where this couple is married now. But before they got married, he was the best friend of a couple. They were engaged. They were about to get married. They had a rocky relationship. Things didn't work out, so they broke up. Later on, to find out that his best friend is now with his then fiance. Now they got married. They live in a house together. So, like, how do you feel about that? And the crazy thing about it, he was about to be his homie's best man for the wedding.
Ooh.
Why are we doing this?
Ooh. Ooh.
Is that homie code violation? Or
Hell yeah. That ain't really your homie. He's been plotting.
He's been plotting?
Yeah.
Well, it takes two to tangle.
This is true. But then I think most people expect for the bitch to fuck up or the dude to fuck up. But when it's your actual homie, you would expect for them not to do it due to the code. So yes, it takes two to tango, but for the most part, yes, friends can, be replaceable. But especially if you have like not just quantity, but quality and quantity with this person, you're going to be like, oh, females come and go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's more so on the friend, because this is me. Like, if it's your homie, you sitting there telling them, oh yeah, she did this, she did that. Oh, we good. So you're
advertising her?
Huh?
You're advertising her?
Yeah. But because that's your homie, you would expect for them to not do no shady shit like that.
Yeah.
If they was really your homie. So, let's see.
Yeah, as a homie, it's expected.
Exactly.
Right.
It goes unsaid. It should, at least.
I mean, I'm personally open to, like, if you come to your homie and try to talk to him before doing all that shit, and y'all decide whatever y'all decide, hey, well, that's what y'all homies got. That's y'all homie code or whatever. But yeah, generally it's expected not to do that shit. Like, not to fuck with.
What if it's
an
just
ex.
what if it's like casual sex? Like, it was just casual sex. Like, if I told,
we just fucking.
Like the homie just like, yo, I smashed, I hit that. Like, would you still like try to?
Oh, like, so
if it just happened, or let's say you guys were dating. You guys were dating, and you asked him about his sexual history.
Okay.
And one of your friends was a body. But you were really feeling him. You were really feeling the dude. You were really feeling the dude.
Like, your friend just smashed, and then for you want to get at him and make a whole ass relationship with him. But your friend, he was just a stain for it.
Yeah, that it really depends. But to me personally, if it's someone that is not an acquaintance and it's actually my homegirl, I probably would. But see, that's the thing. If it's really my homegirl, then I would have known about it. Like, I would have known about it, so we wouldn't even be in this. This wouldn't even be a discussion.
Interesting.
Because I heard dudes running through a whole group of girls.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
So that's the thing. Like, I hear like dudes like, yeah, I ran through the whole group. That group ain't. Like,
yeah, and that's girls not being honest or not telling each other, actually, because I've heard shit like that happen. I've not necessarily done that, run through the whole crew and all that shit, but like homies that I know, like, yo, you talking to this one, he was like, oh yeah, I hit them too. I'm like, damn, how that happen? They were like, trying to find out on the low. Like, I guess the main one was telling good stories about him or something. I don't know. And I've heard from the other guy. I mean, the girl side, like, where she would say, like, later she found out such and such. They all hit the same guy. Like, damn, that's crazy.
Eskimo sisters and Eskimo brothers in the making. I mean, San Diego's a small town, especially Black San Diego.
And especially if it happened before social media, before social media, because that did happen a lot. Like, I mean, trust me, when I was going through my whole phase, I might have fucked with Joe Blow, and then next thing you know, you go to a party or something, and then you see them hanging out tough at the same table. You just like, oh hell, because you done fucked with the other dude, and you're just like, oh well, shit, my bad. I didn't know y'all was homies.
Well, I mean,
I just feel like with
It's-
social media,
yeah.
like nowadays, like it's easy,
And
like,
that-
oh, mutual friend, y'all mutual friends.
I never.
How close are y'all?
I never, right. I never accomplished this,
How
but
mutual?
but back in my smut days, like
Long time ago.
long time ago,
long time ago.
there was
Because
situations.
she's still watching.
Right, because there's situations where
I got you, girl.
you got me too.
I got
But
you too.
There were situations where, like, for instance, when I was in Chicago one time, we were at the Taste of Chicago with me and my homies, and we were pulling numbers left and right, and we get to the train station to head back home, and those two girls literally sitting next to each other. I sat in the middle of them, looked to the left, got the number, looked to the right, got the number. They were cousins.
Oh,
Kissing cousins.
I didn't find out until later, but I was like, nigga.
oh, hit him with the Kevin Gates.
I was like, man, I don't give a fuck. I'm shooting my shots.
shoot my shots.
Hey.
Different baskets. Shooting my shot from the same line.
That's funny.
I was on
That's
long, long time ago.
That's like a dude on fucking dating apps with the same beginning message. Just send them all a mass text message of haze, and see who's gonna bite
my
first.
There was
Hey.
so my homegirl told me
I got both of their numbers though. That's what's crazy.
sitting right next to them, both of them.
Yeah,
At
sitting
the
right in the
same
middle.
damn time,
Yeah, just
damn
got
near.
done talking to this one and lean over to this one. She's still with it. I'm like,
Yeah.
y'all was cousins? What the fuck? What the fuck? Why you give me your number then? Shit.
Hey, some people, they don't care. So one time my homegirl had told me that she went to the club or something, met a dude, they exchanged numbers, went to the other side of the club, met a dude, they exchanged numbers, and then after the club, one of them reached out to her, so they're like, oh, okay, let's link up. So I think the next day they linked up, and since she linked up with the dude, the next dude that the other dude that had got her number hit her up, but at this point she was just like, well, fuck it, I'm already chilling with this dude, he cool, I don't really need to respond to this next guy. So then she goes to hang out at the guy's house, and then I guess he has shot her a text or something, and I forgot exactly what happened, but pretty much end of the story was they get a knock at the door. The dude opens the door and it's homie, and it was his homie that was the one that exchanged number with her. So she exchanged numbers with two homies, but they weren't together at the party when she saw them. And the other dude looking like, what the fuck? Like, oh, so you didn't hit me up because you chilling with my boy, but she didn't know. It's funny.
It was just scandalous.
Yeah,
And then,
it does look
optics
scandalous,
the
but
optics look real bad. Like, oh, you a fucking hoe. I knew you.
I knew you was a hoe.
I knew you was a fucking hoe.
Fucking skeezer. Skeezer
Not the
bitch.
I knew you was with that
Skeezer.
nigga. Hey, put that nigga on the phone.
Not the skeezer.
Oh,
That shit's funny.
man.
I guess it really depends. I mean, then I've had situations. Well, no, I pretty much already said that. Like you said, San Diego is small, so I, did my deal with the dude, and then come to find out, he knows this guy, and I'm just like, oh.
Oh wait, I take that back. I've had other situations too, where I would smash a friend. Long time ago. I would smash one girl, and I know her circle, so I'll be out somewhere else, like at a gas station, and the girl her friend works there, and she would let it be known she's with the shit, looks and all this flirting shit. I'm like, she wants to be an Eskimo sister right now, but I wasn't.
Yeah.
I wasn't going for that, all that,
Yeah. It's so crazy. And then anytime you say something like the dude that I'm fucking with right now, he's not really on social media like that. But then I had seen somebody I know that's in his circle, and I was like, oh, such and such. And he's just like, why? I'm like, oh, I was just wondering because I seen you know him, or I seen your, so whatever the case may be. He's like, don't tell me y'all smash. I'm like, you think I'm just like a whole ass hoe? I know his. I smashed his homie, but not him. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, bug in San Diego.
Pretty damn close.
It's only 6 degrees of separation.
No, but I mean it's San Diego.
Oh yeah, in the same breath.
But y'all can't. I mean, yeah, I know it's San Diego, but I think I dodged enough bullets about that. Like,
because you was out of town with it.
Yeah, I was out of town with mine. So yeah.
But to answer your question, homie code, I think for me personally, if it's not somebody I was in a relationship with, if it was a fuck buddy, free game.
Fair game?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sorry, yes, fair game. Fair game. But if it's somebody I was in a relationship with, even if we broke up, whether it be on good terms or bad terms, I would hope that if you really my girl, you wouldn't like
even entertain the idea. Bitch, I'll kill you.
Because my thing is with all these motherfuckers, granted we say, rather that we say that San Diego's small or not, but out of all these motherfuckers, you chose to get my sloppy seconds when you could have been.
Why you got called sloppy seconds?
God.
Because I probably, you know what I mean?
He was like,
I was sloppy.
I did everything but I wanted with him.
Pretty much.
You got my sloppy. God, women are like that.
Yeah.
Really?
Just like
I don't feel that way. Like if
Yo!
if I have relations with a girl and one of the homies wanted to make a relationship with her, and I had just relations, just smashing or whatever, I'm not gonna be like, you can have my little stain, nigga. Like,
I mean, you would have hit him with the Jason when he did it with Kim Kardashian. You heard that snippet?
Yeah, I heard that. I was gonna mention it earlier, but yeah, I heard that snippet. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna rage it. I hit it. I'm not gonna do that whole. I hit it first. Shit, nah.
Like, I made her choke on my nut and I grabbed her by her throat and tell her to swallow it. I'm like, but yeah, my nigga though. Nigga, how you gonna say? How you gonna say all that? And he's like, yo, yeah, my nigga though. Yo, that is mad disrespectful.
Very
that is mad disrespectful. Come on,
and it's not even just your girl. Like, this is your wife that got all your fucking kids. Like, damn.
And his too.
Well, she digested his.
Still got him. They passed through her system.
He's so
oh
stupid.
my gosh. Yo,
That's nasty, yo.
But to me, that's I mean, I don't know if that's answering the question, but
it is.
Yeah,
like homie code. Yeah, definitely. Like if I knew like one of my all my best friends have been in serious relationships, hardcore, like damn near about to get married, about to have kids and all that shit. She's off limits, bro.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. She's off limits.
Yeah.
Can't do it. Won't do it.
Like there have been situations where it's just like, yeah, their significant other or ex or whatever was good looking, but it would never be enough for me to be like, let me see what that be like. Yeah,
even if she was advertising it during the relationship, like, yo, he blew my back out.
Yeah,
because I know girls get curious and guys get curious too. Guys be like, yo, she sucked the fucking lining out of my dick. Niggas like, what? I'm happy for you, homie.
I'm happy for you.
That's stupid.
Hey, tell me more, homie.
Tell me more.
Niggas probably no. I'm sure niggas is doing that shit. I'm sure of it.
But can you be mad though?
That's a question for you.
Can you be mad? This is a real
that
question.
Niggas jacking up to your girl.
No,
this is a real life question. I'm asking.
Or your ex, I say, or whatever.
No, I mean, I never really advertised like that. Like if it was just like girls I'm just fucking, like I don't care.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, yeah, nigga, go ahead, experience that shit for yourself too, nigga. Like, she for everybody.
It ain't no fun if the homies can't have.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you just determine it, and and that's the crazy thing about reality, because your girl. The girl that you marry might be someone else's jump off. Mm-hmm. That's the harsh truth. You know what I mean? Or the girl that someone, you consider her a jump off, but someone's willing to take her home and create a whole fucking family with her. Mm-hmm. It just depends. You know, when you look at it like that, you know, some girls be like, oh, that nigga ain't shit, but some girls be like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna take him home with me, and we gonna get this popping. We gonna get married and all that shit. And, or like that old meme about the married couples walking past, and that one single bitter bitch is like, he used to be in my DMs, and the married girl's like, you should have answered.
For real.
Like, what's that point now when you say, oh, you know, she used to be in my DM or he used to be in my DMs? Well, you should have answered, nigga. Like, you missed out.
You didn't answer? Well,
Your fault.
you stupid.
Your fault.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for not
real.
answering.
You know.
Thank you for fucking up.
You know.
That's real.
Yeah. And you know, sometimes I think that's how people think about it too. Like, oh, yo, she didn't want to. She didn't want to be with you. She rejected you at the club. Oh well, then because if she would have said yeah, maybe you wouldn't be here. You know, sometimes you gotta think about how
things happen for a reason.
Things happen for a reason. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like if you didn't come in her mouth, she wouldn't have broke up with you.
So stupid.
And came to me and kissed me in my mouth.
Oh my gosh. Hello.
Oh, wow. But yeah, man. Yeah, that's just.
Oh my gosh. All I could think about is that shit that I seen. The snowballing shit.
Oh, the snowballing.
Shout out to
Tiana Trump.
Shout out to her.
The only, you know, Tiana Trump, she has walls.
You stupid.
It's already built. Oh man. And also political shit. If the fucking Democrats really think that Kamala Harris is gonna be the one to take Trump out, they're fucking smoking. They are fucking smoking. You know, I don't usually get on my political bag because I know people don't want to care about politics on this show. But I'm just letting you guys know. Kamala Harris is not it, Chief. She's not it.
What's she lacking? Or what does it look like to you?
To her, you know, she's just another biracial black woman who has damn near zero connections with the black community, who's using race baiting as a way for her to earn the black vote. She's doing stupid shit like dashing a Cardi B, trying to perpetuate race, you know, the black stereotypes to earn the black vote, when she's not talking about what she's going to do to serve the black agenda, because she doesn't have a black agenda.
She sounds like a transplant,
and
or whatever they call it.
You know, she's half Jamaican, half Indian, and she was a district attorney, an attorney general, and she locked up more niggas than an overseer in slavery days.
That's not funny,
but that's the truth.
Damn.
You know, and she used to be harsh on niggas too. And then there was times like she had a death row inmate with evidence exonerating him, making him innocent and shit, and she was still trying to proceed with the death penalty. She, you know, tampering with evidence. Remember I told you about that Trinidadian lady out there in Boston who was fucking him with that's another fucking incident out there in the Bay Area. And you know, she still was like, nah, let's go on with this. Let's get these niggas in jail. Because, you know, and then they were talking about, remember California was having a lot of, the prisons were getting overcrowded. And she was opposed to it because she's like, not because of like health reasons or anything like that, just for the fact of the labor, the free labor. So she's a big proponent of the 13th Amendment. She don't mind getting niggas locked up. And I can't fuck with that. And then also not on some like, you know, interracial shit, but you know, the fact is like at least Barack Obama had a black wife. Like, you know, you're in an interracial relationship, and I know there are black women who are with you know, with white men, you know, shout out to homie Jamal, but you know what I'm saying, he's not like white, you know, like that.
He's not
he
like
a nigga,
white,
man.
white.
Shout out to my nigga Jamal, man.
But the thing is, you know, like for her to lock up a lot of black people, especially black men, then her to be married to a white guy, it just looked like some bed wenching shit. I'm just keeping 100, man. It looked like some bed wenching shit. And now, I mean, if you notice that they're not even talking about her husband, you know, that much, because it's like, ooh, like I can't fuck with it, man. Like Kamala Harris, man. Like I'll say Trump in 3.5, homie. It's not gonna be it's gonna be a 3.5 game sweep in the 7-game series. This shit ain't even gonna go 7 games. Sorry.
Once again, it's another situation of pick your poison.
Yeah, man, it really is. It really is, bro. Like we're fucked. If that's all the Democrats have to offer, bro, I'm staying home. I don't give a fuck. I am staying my black ass home.
I'm staying home.
No, you know what? I'm not gonna vote federal. I'm not gonna vote on that. I might just vote on local shit. You know.
Yeah.
And I've done that. I've done that in this election. I didn't really vote on federal shit. I just voted on city and fucking state, and I was out. I was like, why am I going to vote on some other propositions I don't know shit about? Mm-hmm. I'm just going to vote with the shit I know about, and I'm out.
Yeah.
You know, shit. But yeah.
I voted on the props. Did a little homework, not as much as I wanted to, but
yeah,
I was like, all right, well, from what I know, I'll just vote from that. If it's wrong, then it's wrong. Fuck it.
Yeah, I'll own up to it. You know.
Yeah, I'll own up to it.
Phew, Kamala Harris. I don't know, homie. I seen like ask people, ask black folks from the Bay Area. Ask them about her. Them niggas like, yo, she a cold piece of work, homie. Like she's really a cold piece of work. But you know, Democrats right now are just using, you know, her blackness to try to make it relatable. Like, oh, my favorite sneakers are Converse, dancing to Cardi B. I'm like, you got the same fucking campaign management as fucking Hillary Clinton. Like, did y'all not learn from Hillary's loss to Donald Trump? But you know, I digress.
Yeah. Everybody thought that was in the bag too.
Oh yeah, they really thought it was in the bag. Like, oh, first female president. Y'all understand, man. People are misogynistic as fuck. Even some women are catty as fuck. Like, I don't want no other women lead us. You know, it's just the harsh reality of the world that we live in, man. You know, and I don't think it's because she's a woman. It's just the fact that it's like, you know, we just want someone who's more honest or more consistent about what they want. You can't just sit here and flip-flop on certain measures that you very, very, very gung-ho on. I understand that you could change your mind anytime, but it's always convenient when that happens when you're on a campaign.
I mean,
that,
you know,
and that's what makes it disingenuous. You know what I mean?
Look at it as a personal or person not being thorough instead of just because she's a woman, she's not being thorough.
No, she's a cold piece of work, nigga. I'll show you some shit.
No. I mean, you know what I mean, though. Like misogynistic people.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what they're gonna say.
Women are gonna be this way. And
that's what they're gonna say. They're like, "Oh my god, you're a misogynistic pig if you don't vote for her." Like, you're not gonna guilt vote. You know, you're not gonna try to guilt vote me into some shit that I know this chick is fucking nuts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Fuck out of here.
Yeah, I was just speaking from both ways. Like, you personally are looking at her as a person and shit she's done, not because she's just a woman.
No, I'm looking at her as the politician, who got niggas locked up like crazy, like.
Yeah, and speaking on people that just, oh, she's a woman, so I'm gonna vote for this one. I'm talking about that. Like, nah, that's not. The
or
move.
even like, oh, she black. Like, nigga, she went to Howard University and that was about it, homie. Other than that, she
can say HU. You know,
but niggas she ain't claiming it. She ain't gone back to what the last homecoming at Howard that she went to. I'll wait.
Right. Shit, I wasn't there. I ain't go there, so
I didn't go there either. But I'm just saying.
We should probably ask the dude that played T'Challa.
Oh, Mr. Chadwick Boseman. Okay,
he went there.
Okay, well, the segue right there. Shout outs to Black Panther getting 7 nominations for the Oscars. They just won a SAG award as well as a guest. I mean, like a ensemble cast.
Nice.
So, I mean, they're making.
At least they won something so far, because I don't think they're gonna win any of those nominations.
Dude, honestly, I think the Oscars are playing them, man. I think they like the Golden Globes.
Any one of those.
They got nominated for 7. Are you guys gonna watch it? Because we ain't got Kevin Hart, so we need something. And then I honestly feel like with the whole social justice warrior, radical inclusion thing, they just want something black or something minority to do something well. Like not just only Black Panther, but Crazy Rich Asians as well. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, because like unless Michael B. Jordan gets a nomination for Best Supporting Role or whatever, then I'm all for that specific nomination. But everything else in the movie, I don't think it's going to win. Or has a chance to win like that.
And then I still feel that Aquaman got snubbed for Best Visual Effects. Like how
who they lose to?
No, they weren't even nominated, bro.
Oh, shit.
They weren't even nominated.
Okay.
That's bullshit.
Then we have to look at the nominations. Who actually got a
Mary
nomination.
Poppins is in there.
Well, of course, this is Mary
Disney.
Poppins and it's Disney. Because that beat out another something, I think. They got an award for something.
Yeah.
I forget, but
Yeah.
Mary Poppins is favorite. So whatever.
Netflix. I've been watching, the Firefest documentary, but not everyone saw it over here.
Yeah, nah.
I wanted to talk about it, but it's all good. I watched it. It was that shit's crazy. That shit's crazy. And then also, I do want to give a shout out to, not an official shout out, but Killer Mike. I love that show. Trigger warning. That shit is dope as fuck.
Yeah.
I want another season. That shit is dope as fuck. But we'll go ahead and close it out. Shout outs and parting words. We go ahead with M-Eezi.
Oh no, go ahead, Nessa.
Oh.
You go ahead this time.
Shout out to all my ladies that did represent. Much appreciated. Y'all pulled through. Shout out to J. Cole for his Middle Child song, because we need more music, and I appreciate every time he does put something out. Shout out to everybody that went to the LA Fitness Expo this year and just went to go get some inspiration. And if you've never been to a fitness expo and you're into fitness or even like interested in it, that's like a dope place to go, like I said, for inspiration. And if you're looking to try new what's that called, supplements, or if you even want to dabble into supplements, like you get everything for free, so it's like you're getting your money's worth, because you figure your ticket for like one day, I think it's like $30, but then if you use the promo code, you pay $20. You pay $20 and then you get nothing but free stuff, and everything that you do buy is at a discounted price. And then if you follow fitness people on, the gram, they show up there too. So shout out to Masi. Shout out to, and I should have asked her how to say her name, because every time I see it, I've always called her like Laz, but I don't know, like Lais or Laz. And I should have asked her when I took a picture with her, but shout out to her, because she was a dope individual. Yeah, I'll save my other shout out for next week, because I gotta wait for that. So
Okay, someone's birthday is coming up too.
you just gone.
I mean, I'm just,
Well, if we're gonna go shout out to birthdays, I'll let you say that first, and then I'll say it after you.
Okay.
But shout out to my homeboy DJ. His birthday was on Friday. And just shout out to all my Aquarians, because it is officially Aquarius season. So shout out to y'all, or shout out to us. I think I'm good.
Okay. You already know who it is. Shout outs to my lady, Dashe. Happy birthday, babe. We just recently celebrated your birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, I didn't post it on social media like everybody else, because I was with her.
Mm-hmm.
Literally with her the whole time, so I didn't feel like I had to or anything. But yeah, shout out to you, girl. She just put out her tour dates for Colors Worldwide.
So excited for that.
First phase. Y'all go look at that. Y'all go check that out. Mark your dates. Shout out to my homeboy Jonathan Edwards for his clothing line, Charlie Tees. Y'all can go check that out on IG at CHARLEYTEEZ. I already copped the shirt, so I'm supposed to take a picture with it on. But I'm waiting to get my the 10-year challenge picture, so I'll have it on there maybe.
That's funny.
Shout out to Capcom for dropping Resident Evil 2 remastered. You know what I'm saying? That shit is hard as fuck, and y'all should go consider getting it. And what else? I have one more in my mind, but it's hilarious because it's not even a specific person. Shout outs to everybody at Jordan. No, shout outs to specifically who decided to retro the Jumpman.
Team Jumpman.
The,
Team Jordan.
The Jumpman, the Team Jordans, because they're different.
They're different.
the PE ones, because the jump men were for specific players like Eddie Jones, Ray Allen, Vin Baker, like all these cats was playing in those. Kevin Garnett, KG, he had a pair on, and these are some of my favorite shoes that hold sentimental value ever since I was younger. Some of them I couldn't get at the time. I was like, I'm gonna get them if they ever come back out. So shout out to the Jordan brand for doing that for me. I got
spoken into existence.
I got a couple pairs coming through. So
okay.
Oh no, I was gonna say if y'all don't like Jumpman, but y'all got Spizikes and like Dub Zeros and all that shit.
Yo, first of all, that's a shot. That's a shot to somebody.
I got to. Not somebody. People in general that have that mentality.
I send that shout out for that. Man, my shout out is gonna be just pretty simple, man. One of my favorite rappers that I've been listening to in the gym. Man, Darkman X, DMX himself, he is back out. He's fresh out of prison. He looks a lot better. He doesn't look sickly. He doesn't look like he's going through it. I think he's actually more spiritually inclined. I hope and wish him the best of health for him and his family, his loved ones. And, he doesn't have to go back to work. He doesn't have to hurry up and go out there and make a bag real quick. Just go out there, get yourself together, and then hopefully, get to see him back out there doing what he loves to do, out there just making that music, man. DMX, you're a real one. One of my spirit animals, definitely. Sometimes, channel my inner DMX. I was like, man, what would X do? Okay, got it.
First year growl.
Yeah.
Stupid.
What?
Go ahead, do his voice. You do a good impression.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? So if you enjoy listening to this podcast as much as we love making it, because we do what we love and love what we do. And if you're not being your motherfucking self, well, you know what I gotta say.
I can't. Yes, you dog. I can't. We love what we do. We do what we love.
What's the deal?
I tried to be serious and just get ready to say it.
I was cracking under pressure, like.
I'm like turning away from like.
Oh man, well man, you know what I gotta say.
The jig is up,
and we out.
That shit's funny.
Oh, sorry.
This is not a fucking game.
Oh, before we go ahead, make sure you subscribe to the damn podcast. I know it's late. Make sure you subscribe. Follow us on social media and hit us up on the DMs if you understand where we're coming from. If you have our social handles. Yeah, that's it. That is all. Follow us. Subscribe. I'm out. Share. Subscribe.